Students, good morning. Students who are in online, am I audible, students? Okay, so let us move to the next. So last class, we have seen about different type of operations on series. So that part was completed. And when we come back to this place, so there I said series object, concept of series. So we already understood. But at the same time, minimum. Various operations I said related to the series. So if you remember it, series object, this is the one which we discussed already in the class. Series is one of the one-dimensional labeled array capable of storing homogeneous data, that is any type of data, which can be an integer or it can be a string or float or any type of Python objects. Access labels are called what? Index, that is called row indexes we can call. Panda series object is nothing but a column value in the Excel sheet. Do you know already? Even in the last class I shown you. Excel sheet is nothing but one Excel file we read. From that Excel file, we got only one column. It is nothing but series object contains a single column. So Panda series are mutable. That also you have seen. Process are same when you have done it the modifications. So Pandas contains homogeneous data. Even though we access the data in different types when you add it, internally they are treated as which type? Object type. So there I started how to create the series object. How to create the series object? There is a syntax. Variable name is equal to pandas dot series of object comma index comma what d type object pandas dot series dot object dot index. So there I said the explanation for this entire thing. There explanation for this entire thing I said, and I said how to create. What is the variable name I wrote? What are the pandas I wrote it? Series I said, and then index. And then what is object? I said Python traditional object. And what is the meaning of index? I said the D type and everything you have done it. They have seen different type of conversion students, even in the explanation I gave you, different conversion objects I said. And at the same time, I gave you an important conclusion. Operations on str series object. So all of them, all at once I put here as a formula sheet for you. So from adding on series values, subtracting, dropping, finding missing values, and sorting the values, finding maximum and minimum, finding the n smallest and n largest and all those things. Unique values, how to find out, how to find the number of unique values, and how to display the values, unique values, how to display, and what are the statistical operations on the series object I said, different operations I completed. This is called what? Series object importance. So there is one more object is also there, students, that you are already aware of it. What are the data structures which are present in the series object? Series data frame. So now we are entering into the data frame here. Now we are entering into the data frame. So we are entering into the data frame now. So let us go to the data frame object here. So I'm going to take up data frame object now. So data frame object I'm going to discuss. There are totally three things are available. One is called series. One more is called what? Data frame. One is that candidate is calling his friend without coming to the class. Actually, I should not allow you both of them. This candidate is calling his friend, come. You need to come to the class. Why friends you are bothering about it? Stands half an hour so that you will get. Daily you are coming late only. Saturday late, Friday late also. Okay, stand for half an hour if you want. So coming to the data frame now. Tell me what is the data frame? Come on, I said in the school days there is a rows and then what columns, timetable. So data frame is one of the two-dimensional labeled array, capable of storing which values? Capable of storing the data in the form of what? One, rows and columns. Rows and columns we are going to take it. So capable of storing rows and columns. Already you have seen a series object with what? Rows. And we are going to see with what? Columns also. So where are we going to come across? Take an example. I want to take something like this. What is this now? I already said in the day one only. When you take this, so this is called one side called what? Something like a weeks, and this is called periods. Monday to Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that up to Saturday. First period, second period, third period, fourth period, up to seventh period. All the subject values are coming or not? This is known as what type of data structure in Pandas? Come on. This is going to be known as what? Panel or data frame or series. What is this now? Madhuba will come on. This is called a data frame. Already I said data frame is going to contain rows and columns plus data set. Already cheppanadi, but if you forget, we cannot do anything. This is known as what? Rows. Row names, these are all called. And these are all called what? Column names we can call. Column names we can call. And this part is called data set, I said. Data set, I said. So data frame is a combination of what? Rows as well as what? Columns. Right? So this is also mutable. This is also mutable as you said. Next, one more example if you see. For example, if we go to any of the kind of thing like this. Take an example. Here I am writing bank name and then various types of loans. Here I will take the bank name SBI. Next is called ICICI. Next is called something like HDFC. Something like we are taking bank names. This is called car loan. This is called house loan. This is called house loan. This is called personal loan. These are called different varieties of things. What these are all called here? Come on. Row names. These are all called what here on the top of it? Column names these are called. In the middle of it, I'm going to give you the values. What values they are? So these are all called a data set. This part is known as what? Data set. I will write it. So data frame is a combination of what? Row names and then column names. So I'm going to write the syntax. Syntax related explanation you can understand. Tell me, what is that? Can you expect it is equal to pandas dot data frame of Madhubabu. So stop it, all of you. Now coming to this place, when I'm going to convert it series, if you come pandas dot series, what is this now? Object data. Next after that, index. So here also what will come? Objects. Traditional Python object, comma. What will come here? Index will come. That index represents. Here index represents what? Row. Row. This index represents row. Already said to you. This index represents row positions. Here extra what will come? Columns. Extra columns will come. And next is what? D type. Solve. What this index represents? Row. What this represents? Columns. Object represents what? Traditional Python object. This is called a traditional Python object. It is going to come. So here variable name, what variable name says, what Panda says, you already know. And what is this data frame of? What is this data frame of? data frame of. And next is called what is object of, what is index of, what is columns of, what is D type of. So what is the D type? What is this variable name? First, I will start with the easiest one. Object name represents represents any Python traditional 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 iterable object. Iterable object. Keep in mind iterable object, but not int type, float type, bool type, because there is no meaning of single value here. I will show you that any Python iterable object. I'll show the example for you. There I'm going to represent index represents row indices. Row indices, row indices starts from 0 to 0 to n minus 1. Here n represents number of values, in data frame. Number of rows కాదు, data frame. So data frame. So how many values are there in the data frame? That many number of indices will be coming to that. And columns represents, here I am going to write it. Columns represents column indices by default, which are going to be like this. Careful students. And they can be programmable. Means you can change that values also. Programmable, they can change that values. You can give your own index. Because as I said already, in place of index, you have given your own index or not. Like that, you can give your own index here also. They can be programmable. That means you can give your own name to the index. Columns represents column indices ranges from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1 starts from 0 to n minus 1, where n represents number of column values. Represents number of column values. Number of column values. Ranges from ranges from 0 to n minus 1, and they are programmable, and they can be programmable here. I can give the column names also. I'll show you all the things in the class. Carefully try to follow. They can be programmable. And the major importance will be given for what? Column type. The major importance will not be given for rows. Major importance will be given for columns type. The D type can represent most of the time preferable to go for what? Object. Into, float, bool, that are all called very, very simple. They can be what type here? Object. Next is called a data frame. Is converting. What is the data frame converting? Converting traditional Python iterable object into which type? Traditional Python object into what? Into, here you see it is converted into which object? Series object. It is converted into which object? Data frame object. Which object? Data frame object. Sit down. Tomorrow onwards, if you come late after I come, you will not be allowed. All three friends are, all three friends are. Meeriddar friends. You come here. So here, D type represents converted into data frame object. Data frame object. So like a filter function, if you remember, filter function returns an object of what? Filter. Map function returns an object of map. Like that, series object returns an object of series. Data frame object returns an object of data frame. Very, very important. And pandas, predefined. It is the predefined third-party module. Predefined third-party module. Third-party module. And a variable name represents what? data frame object, data frame object. So this is the main important thing. So this is converting data frame of object comma index comma columns comma d type. So extra data frame is going to receive what? Columns. So index represents row indices, column indices. Let us go to the how to create a data frame here. So or otherwise, first I'll go to show you that entire thing. Or first beginning, I'll go to the example itself. No issue. Go to the example. Here I'm going to enter into this. So students in online, I hope you followed. Once you know series, data frame is an extension for it. Syntax can be easily understandable. So I'm going to enter into data frame object. What is this? So create an object of data frame. So here I'm going to take it. Data frame object creation. Data frame object creation examples. How many ways are there? We are going to talk about all these things. So I'm going to take about all these things. Import. So any NumPy related things I will import in the beginning. Import pandas as PD. So pandas as PD as PD. They are getting it. Create an object of ND array. ND array in connection with a data frame. Or otherwise you start from beginning itself. So A is equal to 10, which is not an iterable object, you know. Int is iterable or non-iterable? Non-iterable. So I'm trying to convert into df. Variable name is equal to this one. Variable name is equal to, I'm writing, go to this place, is equal to pd dot data frame of a comma, a comma. Now I'm writing index is equal to columns is equal to d type is equal to, I'm writing. I'm not writing those things and try to follow df. See that whether it is possible or not possible. So try to see that it is not possible. That's why I wrote it Python traditional objects only. Traditional object starts from where? Bytes, byte array, sequence type, all sequence types. What are the sequence types? str, bytes, byte array, range. Next is list, tuple, set, Trojan set, tick, like that. But this is comes under what? Fundamental type, not possible. 10.23, also not possible. Also not possible. Next is called what here? True. Also not possible. Also not possible. Next time writing 2 plus 3j. Also not possible. This is also not possible. Now I am writing Python. This is also not possible. It is treated as a single value only. Then how can I create this as a single value? Instead of single value, how can I store it? Very simple. This data can be easily represented like this. Are you following me? Try to see now. What is that notation? Come on. List. List I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it in the form of list. Once if I take it, what is happening? Python is taken as a list element only. This will be taken as, this is my data. For that row index will be taken. For that column index also will be taken. Row index will be taken as well as what? Column index also will be taken. Data frame means what will come? Rows will come as well as what? Columns will come. Rows will come as well as what will come? Column will come. So for the Python is concerned, row will come as well as column will come. Type of df I'm going to say. So see that carefully. Here we got it. This is the Python. And what is this now? 0. And what is this again? 0. Very, very important. In this projects also will come. You have to keep that projects in the resume directly. Very, very important. Try to get it. because so many number of formulas will be there. What is this zero says? Row index, what is this zero says? That means we cannot create. I will write one important conclusion. What is an important conclusion? I will write it. We can't create, we can't create, we can't create which object? Come on, we can't create data frame object with which one? Fundamental, fundamental traditional Python objects. Fundamental traditional Python objects. Traditional fundamental traditional Python objects. We have to convert them. We must convert Python traditional fundamental object into what? Traditional Python object into which one? Iterable object. Iterable objects by using typecasting functions. Already know typecasting functions now. So today I used what here? List of I used it here. So you can do it. This is the one. This is the one, students, you got it. Important. So how do you go for now? A is equal to 100. What type it is? Int type. Convert into which type? List type. List type. How do you convert df is equal to pd dot data frame of list of a. List of a. So I'm writing here df comma type of df. Type of df. So int object is not iterable. List of a. Okay. So you write it like this. So try to write it like this. So you are getting what is coming? This data of like this. You wrote in this format of list. So got it what? Got it. This 0. 0 is called what? Row. What is this 0? Columns. So there is no meaning of creating single value into data frame. Data frame description starts from more number of values onwards. So int value, float value, bool value, complex value, plus what value? str value. They are all supposed to be written in the form of square bracket and pass your value, so that they can be converted into what? Data frame. Bytes also, byte array also you can convert. Now I'm going to take it what? Range of values. How do you do that range of values? Create an object of, create an object of data frame, create an object of data frame by using what? Range. So df is equal to r is equal to first of all range of 10 comma 21 comma 2. 10 comma 21 comma 2. Be careful. Data frame of r I am going to take it. Print of what? Content of data frame. Content of data frame. So there I am going to write it print of df. Can you expect it how the output is? Can you expect? Ashish is asking 0 means sir. These type of answers, if you ask me, I'll get irritation first of all. So already I wrote it. Index represents what? Row indices. Starts from where? 0 to n minus 1. Already clearly I wrote it. If you ask means meaningless. So 0 to. Columns represents what here? 0 to n minus 1. Column value also will be there, I said. This a 0 means, I said row index. This 0 means what? Column index. We don't know while I am explaining if you don't listen. Problem. So what is this is called? What is this value is called? 10. Output is going to come 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So when you are going to print in data frame, when you are organizing, this is going to be taken as 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. These are all containing what? Indices will be there here. What is the column index? 0. Column index is 0. So there I am going to write it. See this now. Type of df. Type of df you see. So you are going to get it. Very, very important. This is called series date. This is called your range data. We call it as a data set. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. are called what, row indices are simply called as index. What this is known as columns. Columns. Now I want to create data frame object. Data frame object. Directly I will create it. With list I will go for it. Create an object of data frame object by using list. Create an object of data frame by using list. Be careful. LST is equal to taking 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Convert into DF. PD dot data frame of LST. LST. I'm writing it. No index, no columns, no D type, nothing I'm mentioning. Simply I will print it. Content of DF. Content of DF I'm going to print it. So content of data frame DF comma type of DF. So it is going to print the data frame data. How it is printed? Already said to you. How it is going to be 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 like that. Whose rows are what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Number of values are how many? -1 because you are starting from 0. And a column is a 0 now. So coming to this point, here we are going to get it. 0 to like this, we are going to take it. And this like this. And this is going to be like this. This is representing what here? What this is called? ఎందుగా మీరు అసలు వేస్ట్ క్యాండిడేట్స్ ఏం చేయరు వాట్ దిస్ ఇస్ నోన్ as డేటా సెట్ ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పాలి ఏం వస్తుందా రాదా మీకు అసలు వాట్ దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ డేటా సెట్ దిస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ కాల్డ్ వాట్ రో ఇండిసెస్ వాట్ దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ కాలం ఇండిసెస్ ముందే ఏం రాదు మళ్ళీ నేను చెప్పింది మెల్లకుండా కామ్గా వింటూ ఉంటారు స్పీక్ అవుట్ ఆల్రెడీ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఓవర్ నౌ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ నాట్ స్పీకింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ట్రై టు స్పీక్ అవుట్ సో హియర్ ఐ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్ multiple values I want to get it. Multiple values of different type I'm going to get it. Multiple values of different type. 100. Now I'm going to take row sum here. Now I'm taking 45.67. Next is called a true. Next is called something like this. Or something like Python I will write it. Python I will write it. Something like this I wrote it. So data frame which is going to contain different type of values now. Be careful. Try to follow. This is a data frame content and this is a 100, 0th row. First one, second one, third one, all of them are which type? Data frame type. Now I want to go for the same data. I want to take it with a float type. I will take it float type. I'm taking float type. So I'm writing D type is equal to float. I'm writing D type is equal to float. I'm going to write it. It is going to come everything in the form of what? 0, 100 point, 200 point, 300 point, 400 point like this. It is going to come. So these are all containing float type values here. So next I will write it. This is my data. First time we are going to get it in the form of what? This is my data. I want to get it. Want to give it index. I want to give it an index. What is an index? This is a 0, 1, 2, 3. What is this 100 is called? ID. What is this row sum is called name. And what is this 45.67 is called marks. What is this Python is called subject. So I want to give the programmable names I want to give it. So how to give the programmable names I'm going to start with. So I'm going to take it already syntax I said. What is the syntax I said here? Data frame of object comma what? Index. So I want to go for index here, comma. Index is equal to ID. Next name. I'm going to take it. This is an ID. Next I'm going to take it name. Next I'm going to take it marks. I'm going to take it marks. Next I'm going to take it subject. Subject I'm going to take it. Subject I'm going to take it. This is the index I'm going to give. Only index I'm mentioning. Still column remains same only. So here I'm going to write it. This is my data. This is a content. If you follow me, this is containing ID. This is a name. This is a marks, and this is a Python. And this is still containing the 0 only. So there I will write it. One more kind of thing. This 0 is called what? I will take it as a record. This is called a record. I want to give it as a record. Record contains property called ID, name, marks, and subject. In place of 0, I want to give an word called what? A record. So I'm going to give the new name for a column. I set 2D data frame is one of the 2D labeled array. I'm giving labeling to this place. So now I want to give column names. How to give the column name? I'm going to take. Row anyhow it is there. Index is there. Now I'm going to give you this index you remove. And write it as a column is equal to column. Already syntax is written. Columns. I need to write columns. Here I write columns is equal to, now you are writing record. Record you are writing it. So close this part. So there I am going to write it. It is called record here. Record I am writing. So I want to give column name as well as row names also I want to go for it. So how to give the row names and then column names here? I will carry. Index I will carry from the previous. Index is equal to I will carry. This is an index. I am going to carry from here. So I'm writing index is equal to comma, columns is equal to I'm writing. Index is equal to I'm writing. Columns is equal to I'm writing. So try to follow me. There we are having completely record is given and next ID, name, marks, everything is given. This is comes under I said how to give your own name and then own column. So this data, which type of shape it is? df dot shape if I see or dim if I see ndim which is called a two-dimensional. df dot shape if I see you will be getting rows and columns. Rows and columns you will be getting. How many rows are there? How many rows are there? 4. How many columns are there? So you'll be getting 4 comma 1. 4 comma 1. You can go to 4 comma 2, 4 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 10 comma 10, 20 comma 20, anything you can do. మీరు మాట్లాడితే ఏదైనా చెప్పొచ్చు. మీరు మాట్లాడకుండా ఉత్తగా స్టాచ్యూస్ లాగా కూర్చుంటే ఏమి రాదు మీకు. ఆల్రెడీ మీరు సాచురేషన్కి వెళ్ళిపోయారు. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో టు ద వే టు స్పీక్ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్. Then only you will get it. So this is the place once you cross it, once you go out of it, very difficult situations are. That's why you have to get from my class only this subject. If you join all of a sudden data science, వాడు డేటా సైన్స్ చెప్పాడు, వాడు పైథాన్ కూడా pandas కూడా చెప్పాడు. ఫైనల్ గా మనీ వేస్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. At least if you have the command over the Python completely, you can question them why we are not teaching algorithms. That's why speak out properly. So carefully follow. Now I'm going to take it. This is available in the form of what? 100 row like this. It is in the form of what? Column format it is available. So I want to take in the form of row. So like this. మీకు అర్థం అవ్వదు, చెప్పినప్పుడు పలకరది, అది నాకు బోధ అంతే. So this is called row sum. This is called 45.67. This is called Python. This is called Python. What is this is called? Huh? So these are all called what? Different rows are there. Now this is called what? Single column is there and different rows are there. This is okay. Now I am expecting 100 row sum 45.67 and Python. Like this I want to get it. This is called ID. This is called name, marks, and this one. There I am going to take it as what here? Record. This is a record. What is the default record value here? In this case, 0th row. Different columns are there. I want to have like this. Ready? Ready. Now you are ready. So I will go to the same place. Create a list. How to create a list? This you have to go for inner list creation. You need to take inner list creation. and right. That is one list. Another list I am taking. It is not a joke to understand this Python. Pandas. Row sum. Next I'm going to take it 45.67. Next I'm going to take it as what you know. So Python I'm going to take it. Python I'm going to take it. So print of data frame object. df is equal to pd dot data frame of LST. Print of df, type of df, type of df. You try to say. So you are going to get it. In this way only we are getting it. In this way only we are getting it. Still in the inner list we are getting like this only. So this is one inner list, one row. This is another list, another row. So like this, I'm getting one by one like this. This is also similarly like this. Because some people are trying to tell like this, but still they are taken as what? Rows only. Now I want to tell why I'm telling all these things. Almost you concluded that that will come in the single row. Now you need to take up. Now you need to take up like this. So if we go to this place, here I'm going to write it. List in a list, all the values I'm writing. 100 comma, row sum comma. Now I'm writing 45.67 comma. Now I'm writing here Python. So carefully try to apply. What is this is known as? This is called a list. This will be taken as a single row only. So print the data here like this. What is happening? 0th row, 0th column, first column, second column, third column. So some student asked already in the class, sir, only single column will be there in the top. Multiple rows will not come up. If somebody will ask, somebody asked it. So I don't know who is that student. So I've seen some doubt like that. So Swapnil, range data type always created one column always. So Swapnil, I hope he is my Python student or some other student, I don't know. Range data type always created one column always. One column only it will come range of values. So it depends on how you print vertical in a horizontal in a depends on our for loop only. So I hope that candidate is knowing, I think so. So that is only the thing I can say. So that is only the doubt I have seen. There is a simply Python doubt that is. So I hope that is clear. Are you following me now? Now I want to go for, how do you give your own names? I want to go for giving you like this. So what I'll write it? Index is equal to what? Record. Next is called what? Columns is equal to, ID. ID, this is called ID. Next is called what? Name. Name I am writing. Next is called marks. Next is called marks. Next is called subject. Subject, I'm writing like this. Okay. So here you see record. This is called record. This is complete thing is called record. ID, name, marks, subject. Single data. Now I want to go for two records. Row some record, Pravi's record, somebody's record. I want to take many people's record. How do you take care? Now I'm going to take about it. So take care, students. Now I'm going to take up. Here I'm going to take it. This is called one record, comma, another nested record I'm taking 200, comma, something like Travis, comma, I'm taking 56.78. Next is called NumPy. NumPy. This is one record. One more thing, 300, comma. What is the next term? Something like, John Hunter. John Hunter. Here I'm writing Hunter. And next I'm writing here, 33.33. And then matplotlib. Matplotlib, I'm going to take it. Matplotlib, I'm going to take it. List in list, this is. This is list in list and close this bracket. Of course, need not to. Here I'm going to write it list. How many records I'm having? Record 1. Record 1, comma what? Record 2. Record 2. Next is called record 3. Record 3. I'm going to take it. But columns will be having what? Same. ID, name, marks, and what? Subject. Subject. So try to see. This is called what? Content of it. Perfectly. Record 1, record 2, record 3. Like this, we are getting it. Are you okay? df dot endim. df dot endim, two-dimensional. df dot what? Shape. df dot shape of 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4. So if I have 30 records, 40 records, 400 records, how do you give the name called what? Record 1, record 2, record 3. Record 1, record 2, record 3, how to take it? So that you need to take care. How many rows are there? Come on. 3. How do you get the rows? What is this symbolic notation called? Muduvavulu, tuple adi. Muddulu, tuple. Spell out. Tuple. Here I write print of number of rows. Number of rows is equal to df dot shape of 0. Shape of 0, which will give you number of rows 3. Number of columns, I'll write it. Number of columns is equal to 1 of, I am writing. It is called what? 4. So go to the place. Here I will take up. This is my data. This is my data. Here I am saying it. You don't write this index and everything here. Try to run it. Here you are getting 0, 1, 2. And here you are getting 0, 1, 2, 3. So I want to give the name called what? 0, 1, 2, 3. A rhythmic name called record 1, record 2, record 3. Like that I want to give. So how we used to mention earlier? Same data. I want to give it as a record 1, record 2, etc. Here I am writing, comma. What we used to write? Index is equal to, I was written like this. I was written like this. This is the one I wrote. This is the one I wrote it. This is the one I wrote it. So that you got it as what? Record 1, record 2, record 3. Today I don't want to write this entire thing. I want to use some enhanced for loop. I said earlier, I will use some enhanced for loop. That is nothing but a comprehension concept we can call. So how do I give it? Like this I am writing. For I in range of how many records? How many records? Tell 1 comma df dot, or I can say this, you observe it. Go to once to the normal Python. Go to once to the normal Python environment. How many inner lists are available? Hey Madhubaba, how many inner lists are available? 3. This is one inner list, inner list, inner list. LN of what here? LST. LN of LST is called what? 3. So I will write it. Chudandi. LN of what? LST. 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 Plus 1. Why plus 1? Because I am taking from 1 to 3 records. 1 to 3 records means so I need to take 1 to 4. 1 to 4 means 4 minus 1 will come. If there are 5 records, 1 to 6, that means 1 to 5. So I is coming. What is my intention here? Record plus str of I will write it. Str of I. So it is going to give you record and 1. I is a 1. Record 1. Record 2. Record 3. So on it is going to come. So this is the another way I wrote it. What is this? Close this bracket. Index start from here. Start from here. Say this entire thing. for this bracket closing up, LN bracket closed, and this bracket you close it. So that is done. You try to say the range bracket is here. This you try to close it. This you try to say. That is perfect. So you are getting record 1, record 2, record 3. Suppose you want to go for REC1, REC1, REC2, REC3. Like that it is going to come. So lakhs and crores of values are there, no problem. Can easily give to this place. Are you following? Right. Albert Augustine. So last Saturday class, I hope you asked me this doubt by that day. I did not respond it because Monday I'm going to tell you that. That's why. So Albert. So this you asked on Saturday. I remembered. So this is an answer for it. Are you getting it? Yes. So now I will move to the further. Now further. Right. Clear. Right. Now I'll move to the next. Sir, columns. Columns are not containing what? Same name is not there because different names are there. Definitely we cannot go for ID. All those things you cannot give dynamically. Are you following me now? If you want columns also, column 1, column 2, column 3 if you want to take it. Column 1, COL1, COL2, COL3 you want. For that also you can write it. How do I write that? This also you can write it. In this case, I will write it, comma. What is that now? Columns is equal to, columns is equal to, how many columns will be there? Come on, 4. This is called 4 columns are there. How do you know this is a 4 columns? If I say LN of this is going to give you what? 3 only. How do you get 4? 4 columns means I need to go for what? Need to measure the individual elements of inner list or not? How do I take any one of the inner list? LST of 0 of LST of 0. What is the answer? 4. LST of another inner list. What is the answer? 4. LST of another inner list. What is the answer? 4. Another inner list. That is called 4. So individual elements of the inner list is called columns. Inner list elements are called rows. So now I will write it. Here I will go to the place. Here I am writing. Columns is equal to, now I will write it. Everybody need to follow me. I'm writing. Come on. Column 1, column plus str of what? I or j or whatever it is. So j. Come on. For j in range of 1 comma 1 comma. Come on. So Ekadasan. I. LN of LST of LST of 0 gani, 1 gani, 2 gani, 3 gani, whatever it is. Of what? Like this. You can write it. Plus 1 I will write or not? Plus 1. What is that now? Range is closed. And the next is called what? Comprehension closed. Are you following? Right. So close the bracket of that. Now you see that column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. You are getting your own values now. If it is a lakhs of rows, if it is a crores of columns, one can go for giving easily this type of thing. The very, very important thing for the data frame. Clear up? Now I want to go for one more kind of answer. Online students, is it clear? Respond all of you. I will go for one more type of answer I am asking. What could be the answer of that you need to tell. LST is equal to, now I am taking something like this. Tuple you take it. Tuple you want to go for tuple. Once you go for a tuple. There I am taking something like this. So what is the value I am taking? 10 comma RS. 10 comma RS. 10 comma RS. One more inner tuple I am taking. One more inner tuple I am taking. 20 comma DR. 20 comma DR. Comma 30 comma 30 comma I am taking something like H John Hunter. Next 40 comma 40 comma I am taking SS, I am going to take it. This is about what? Nested tuple. Nested tuple. DF is equal to PD dot data frame of TPL. So how it will be the answer? So how it will be the answer? DF, type of DF. So how it is going to be the answer? How many rows will come here? How many columns will come? Come on. 4 rows and yes. So 4 rows and 2 columns. So these are all comes under what here? IDs. These are all comes under what? Names. This is the ID and name. This is called record 1, record 2, record 3, record 4. You can also give your own mechanism for giving such kind of things. So there I'm going to take up ID. That is nothing but you can take index of that. You can take it. You can give this kind of thing. In this case, I'm writing. In this case, I'm writing. This is called a TPL. This is TPL, comma. What is this now? Columns is equal to what I'm taking there. Columns is equal to what? ID, comma what next? Name. Name I am going to write it. Name I am going to write it. So this is a name I am going to write it. So try to do this. ID and then name is coming. Are you following? There are a lot of things I'm going to explain. First, you try to understand. That means we are creating an object with respect to what things here, what things we are going to take it. With respect to range you can create. With respect to what you can create. With respect to what you can create here. Tuple. With respect to what you can create. Set. With respect to what you can create, I'll show you. Trojan set. Trojan set you can create. So I'll go to set immediately. And you know, students, set object creation, which is going to be so simple for you. So let us go to the set object creation now. Last and final, I want to take up one more thing. Last and final. Here I am writing TPL is equal to now I'm going to take it. Inside of that 10, 20, 30, 40, here I'm taking, comma, I'm taking it as what you know, TR. Next is called DR. Next is called SS. Next I'm going to write something like JH. What this is known as? What this is known as? In our Python class, this is a left hand left finger. Outer one is a tuple. Outer one is a tuple and inner one are called what? Inner list. So already set list in list. All those things I said. When I go to the place, here 9am. When I go to the data types, and it is going to be a list data type, inner list or inner list if we go to it. These are the mechanism I took it. Syntax, inner list concept is there. At the same time, inner tuple also it is available. Inner tuple. Last you see what is defined here. What is available here? Almost all the examples are available. It is having tuple outside. Inner what is available? List are available inside. మన నోట్స్ చదువుకుంటే సరిపోదు, జీవితం సెట్ అయిపోతాయి. చదువుకోకుండా గాలి తిరుగులు తిరిగితే ఏం రాదు. సో దేంట్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతారు? గాల్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతారు. సో this is the one we are having it. This is the type we are having it. TPL of like this. So I'm going to write it. DF, convert into DF. DF is equal to PD dot data frame of. What is this now? TPL we are taking. How many columns? How many columns? 2 or 4? Come on. 4 or 2? 2. 2. అమ్మ చెప్తుంది 2 అని. చిన్నగా చెప్తుంది. అంటే నేను లిప్స్ రీడింగ్ రీడ్ చేశాను మళ్ళీ. అమ్మాయి టెంపుల్ కూడా వెళ్ళొచ్చింది మళ్ళా. సో టెంపుల్కి వెళ్తే దేవుడు పండాస్ ఇయ్యడు. And God will not give directly offer letter for you. Will it give? Will show the path. Go with notes చదువుకొని నీకు జాబ్ వస్తుంది అంటాడు. That idea will be created when you go to spiritual centers. While waiting, friend come here, class is going on, also will not come. I've seen you virtually. No, sorry, no, for your better punishment, I'm saying to you. Okay, next time no friend, nothing. Guido Van Rossum does not have friends. That's why he developed Python. So you will develop what? Python plus plus you need to develop. Okay, now start. What is the answer now? So you need to go for what? What is the answer will come now? Print of df. How many rows? 4 rows. Who said 4 rows? నిలబడండి ఒకసారి. లాస్ట్ లో ఒక అతను అన్నాడు. 4 rows 2 rows 2 4 ఆలోచించు ఒకసారి. మార్చేసావు ఆన్సర్ కదా. ఫస్ట్ నుంచి 2 4 2. How many columns? Each list is called one row. Each list is called one row. It is called what? Data frame like this. So 2 rows and then what? 2 columns. These are all called what? IDs. These are all called what? Names. Understand? This is called record 1, record 2, record 3, record 4. This is known as what? Inside the tuple inner list I took it like this. Now I am asking a question. You have to design that. What is the question will come? They will give you one format for you. They will ask you write the code in Pandas. You have to go for designing SBI. You need to tell HDFC. Next is called what you know. Something like you take it as what you know. So ICICI. There I will take it car loan, home loan, and the next is called what you know, personal loan. There I will take it as 2.3. Sorry. So I'll take it as something like 8.3, 8.2, something like you know 7.8. So 11.2. Some numbers I am writing, whether it's correct or not. Values not important here. 7.8. So 8.8. And next is called what you know 12.4. ICICI 8.5. And next is called 8.7. And next is called you know 10.5. This is an output I want. So who will tell? I don't know. So నేను అడగాలనుంది, మళ్ళీ మీరు ఫీల్ అవుతారని అడగట్లా. So this is the data. I want to go for it. So coming to the point back. So here I will go to it. And you know, this entire thing is called what? A data frame. How many rows are there? 3 rows are there. How many columns are there? Come on. 3 columns are available. So I need to go for taking. SBI, 3. All these things I need to take care very carefully. So tell me how we can move about it. Start up. So what these are all? Columns. What these are all called? Rows. What is this? SBI, HDFC, ICICI? Row indices. What this is called? Column indices. Take care. Quickly answer my question. So I'll go for it writing like this. Implement the following. Implement the following with a data frame. Object. Data frame object. So here I am going to this everything like this. I'll try to take it. So here I am going to take it. So try to implement. Start about it. So loans is equal to data set you need to take or not? Data set I want. So I'm taking this data. I'm taking it. Comma I need to write. This is called a comma. This I need to write comma. Are you following me? Yes. Next I will take this data. Next, I will take this data 7.8. This is 8.8. This is the data I'm having. Next, I'm going to take this data. This data I'm taking 8.5. This is going to be like this. Got it. Like this, we are having. Okay. These are going to represent what? 3 rows. Next, I need to take it what? Data frame object you need to create. PD dot data frame of what should I do? So I need to take loans, comma, index. What is an index I want? So SBI, it's the list of values I need to take it. SBI, HDFC, ICICI. Okay, next is called what? Columns. Columns is equal to CL. Come on, next. HL, PL. Okay, so got it. Printf. So printf, I will write like this. Double quotes, I will write it of something like 40. So next I will go to this place. So here I will write it print of what? DF. Print of DF. So there I'm going to write it. So I'm going to get it exactly like this. Now I want to find the name of the bank which is offering least car loan. Find the bank name which is offering least car loan. Find the bank name which is offering least home loan. Find the least bank which is offering least personal loan interest. These are very, very important. I'll tell you all those operations tails for you. So how to go for that? We are going to apply. What is this CL? Only CL values are which type? Come on. Lota. Series. Madhubabu. ఇంకా మనం ఇంత కిందకే ఉన్నామనుకో ఏబిసిడి లెవెల్ అనే ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ విచ్ టైప్? సిరీస్ టైప్. సార్ ఎట్లా తెలుసు సార్ అది? డిఎఫ్ ఆఫ్ సిఎల్. డిఎఫ్ ఆఫ్ సిఎల్. టైప్ ఆఫ్ డిఎఫ్ ఆఫ్ సీరియల్ సిఎల్. సో ఏం ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది? సిరీస్. లోడ్ ప్రింట్ అయిందా? లోడ్ ప్రింట్ అయిందా? అయిందా? అలా కొద్దిగా పైకి వచ్చేస్తాయి అలా. Now I'll write it. So here I will write it. When the float will be printed, dot what? D type. Dot D type. That will print float. That will convert into what type? Float 64. That will convert into what type? Float 32. Float 32. You can convert into like that. Okay, now how do I convert? This type I can convert into what? As type. As type into what? I4. I4 or F4. Of course, I will explain those things for you. Already ఇవి అయిపోయినాయి. You take any student and ask these questions. Tomorrow, these questions only will come to you. If you go to see any data science algorithm, of course, I'm not introducing that algorithm. You will take one algorithm, one implementation, mathematical example, algorithm with a data science, and implementation with Python. So if you go to it, as type is available in all the types. So because we learned in the, this is a float 64. Float 64 is a bigger memory space. I'm converted into I4, F4. F4 means what? 32. 32. Very, very important the further. Now I want to find the sum of this, what do you call? CL. Suppose I want to find the sum of all these things. How do I find out? How do you find out? తెలియదు. ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పినాను కదా బాబు. So how do you write it? How do you write it? మధుబాబులో df of CL ఇప్పుడే కదా ప్రింట్ చేసింది. df of what? CL will give you what? df of CL will give you series or not? Series. Which type it is? Series. Dot what I will write it? Sum of. It will give you sum of. ఇప్పుడే కదా చెప్పింది. మీరు మర్చిపోయి వచ్చిందనుకో మనం ఏం చేయలేం బాబు మధుబాబులు. సో హియర్ a beautiful chart I set. Separately I wrote it to enhance your skill and like this. So like this. So go to the place. One student asked, sir, give me all at once, sir. One place, give me all at once. So I will not wait for sir. Myself only will take a big paper, because in childhood days you will buy for no reason. In schools you put big charts. దానివల్ల ఏం లాభం? డబ్బులు పోయినాయి అంతే కదా. ఫీజు పోయిందే, డబ్బులు పోయిందే, నాలెడ్జ్ లేదు. If you keep everything big chart and if you take a small sketch pen and if you write it, it is very useful or not? At least in mobile, you can write in your chart, you can send it. Permanent, morning once, evening once, and night once. Before, when I wake up again, on the bed only, you can just see mobile. Instead of seeing YouTube, JetTube, etc., you can see these formulas. A formulas, ikkada. Mind blowing. ఇక డేటా ఫ్రేమ్ వస్తాయి, కొన్ని వందల ఫార్ములాస్ చెప్తాను మీకు. Hundreds of formulas I'll tell you. Wherever you go, you'll be just tiger like. What do you want? I'll immediately do. That's all. To understand all those things, you must speak in the class. So what is the data frame? The 2D capable of getting this data. So now I will move to the further. So this is about created with what object? Which object? Data frame object. Now I will go to which object I created here? Which object created? List and tuple. Set I will take it. Set. Easy. Go to the set. Here I will take it. Here I will take it. Come to the point of it. Set I am taking. Set I am taking. What happens? So here I will take it. Set like this. Like this. Possible or not possible? Come on. Inside the set, I am writing list 1, list 2, list 3. So possible or not possible? Come on. Option A possible, option B not possible, option C forget. No? Not possible. Possible or not possible? Possible. That's why friends know. This is not possible. This is not possible. Why not possible? Because when you write a list inside the set, list is mutable. To modify the elements of a list, we need to go for what? Locating the index. Set never allows what? Index. Why set never allows index? Because any one of the possibility of elements of set will be displayed. That's why set never allows what? Indexing. So if I remove that, if I remove this entire story, if I remove this entire story, you say this error. I already set unhashable type. Where I used to tell? In Python level only. We flashback helpotagina. Data types. When you go to the place, data types. When you go to the set data type, there is a set combination of set with this case number 1. It is not possible to define one set in another set. Set in set is not possible. It is not possible to define one tuple in another set. Also not possible. Set 2, this is the one, our one. It is not possible to define one list in another set. Inside the set, it is not possible to define the set list. Possible and possible. You said possible. So the interview is an opportunity. Interviewer will say what? Okay, we'll call you later అంటాడు. నువ్వు తప్పు నోట్స్ ఓపెన్ చేయమన్నాడు అక్కడ. Okay, we'll call you later. What you will do, you will come to the hostel, keeping the charger for the cell phone 24 hours. When the call will come, call will not come, nothing will come. So are you following me now? So this is the route you need to learn Python very well. So here, this is going to be an error here. This is an error, unhashable type, not possible. So I'm writing over here, like this I'm writing. You put the pen. Now I'm writing inside of that. List in list I wrote it. Here I wrote it like this. 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 In this, you observe. This is known as what? List in list. This is known as set. This is tuple. This is list. So three things are there inside. Is this possible or not possible? Is this possible or not possible? Possible. Possible అంటే మళ్ళీ చేంజ్ చేయకూడదు పార్టీ. Possible or not possible? Hmm? Raise your hands. Who said possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 members. Girls, మీరు రేజ్ చేయండి మూసారి చూద్దాం. మనకి ఎందుకు సార్ ఇవన్నీ? So, this is possible. This is possible. So, this is possible. Why? Set, I can locate it by using what? Index. Index. So, execute print of what? Loans. This is possible, but we cannot predict the outcome of it. But this other things can be expected. Are you following me? This you cannot predict the output. Already said set never displays order. So this point I'm converting into which type? Which type I'm converting? Data frame. Data frame object I'm going to convert. Data frame object I'm going to convert here. Data frame object I'm going to get it. So also possible. That means set elements also can be possible to convert into what? Data frame. So I will write simply S is equal to like this. DF is equal to PD dot data frame of PD dot data frame of what I'm writing. So I'm writing here loans. So I'm writing here S1. Yes. Print of what here? DF. DF. Only set of elements converted into. So converting set object. Converting set object into which object? Data frame. Into data frame. So you got the output like this. Converted. Now I'm going to apply. For frozen set also it is applicable only. Frozen set also possible to applicable. So that also you can. Set object is not possible to create in series. Series object cannot be created with a set because set elements are unordered. Unordered. Which object now? Converting which object here? Frozen set. Frozen set object into which type? Data frame. How do you convert it now? Frozen set. Frozen set of. I'm writing like this. So data frame object, which is happily converted in the same style. You can give your own thing 0, 1, 2, 0, 1. All these things we already aware of it. Are you following me? Right. So Pawan Teja yes is asking. Could you please tell unhashable type error once again, sir? Already explained now. What is the unhashable type? Neither permit to do indexing nor permit to locate with index. That is known as what? Unhashable type. So many times I said during list set time. Those things I said. Already listed tuple explained in connection with set. Set in set explained. Set in list explained. Set in tuple explained. Tuple in tuple explained. Tuple in set explained. Tuple in tuple explained. List in list explained. List in tuple explained. List in set explained. This time I was changed that example. Understood? Right. So these things already done. Now I'm going to enter into the most important topic, dictionary. So converting which object? Dictionary object. Dict object into data frame. Dict object into data frame. Are you following me? So coming to the point of it, converting dict object into where? Data frame. Dhirendra Jain, but rows will change every time. So we can't use this example. You don't use it, but I will use it. So what is the use of this kind of things? I already said. In the software development like NTA, testing agencies, competitive testing agencies will use set to tool. Why? Because the questions which are coming, best example I said in that examples itself. JEE mains you take it. In one session, same questions will be there in maths or physics or chemistry. What is happening? All questions will not come with the same number. They will come with what? Different numbers will come. And multiple choice also. Same multiple choice will not come on the same mission, same. They'll come changing that ABCDs into BCAD like that. Answers will change. Are you following me? So that prevents copy mechanism. State exam, anything, all competitive examinations conducted by NTA, for example. So coming to the point of it. So there, Indra Jain. So you don't conclude by yourself like a Guido van Rossum. This example we cannot use like that. So we can use it. There, Jain. Okay, got it. Means in some other use case. That only I'm saying now. This example I said already in the beginning time only I said. So coming to the point of it, now I'm going to enter into the other kind of concept. So Harisham, hi sir. Sorry to ask sir. Can you please explain random and normal function in random module? That was already completed. So already completed that is. Completed, na? Yes, already done. Converting dict object into which type? Data frame. So I'm going to dict is equal to dict obj is equal to I'm having dictionary. What is the dictionary? Please follow me carefully. So Python ranked number one language. Python is a ranked number one language. Next is a C language, is a ranked number two language. C++ is a ranked number three language. And next is called Java. Java colon what? 3. Next is called something like this. Now coming to this place, in yesterday no, Friday, one student came for Java demo. One student came for some other class, Java demo he came. I was sitting there along with a friend he came. So when I was sitting there, I don't know why he asked me when I was uh, taking my hand clean, I'm taking there. There when I was speaking in phone, after my phone, he came and asked, sir, I came for Java demo. So Python to learn or Java to learn? I said, whatever your choice, you learn, I said. No, sir, I want somebody is saying Java difficult, Python is easy. So who said Python is easy? I said. I got very much irritated. Python is easy, Java is difficult. Difficult or Java means what? What is the meaning first of all? Python is easier, difficult for you? Huh? Difficult easier? Difficult. మరి నేను చెప్పేది ఎందుకు మీకు? Why I am saying now? Python is easier, difficult? Huh? Easy. Stand up once. I want to prepare a snake game. Snake game. Easy or difficult? Difficult. But you said easy. Should have. Girls, easy or difficult? Easy or difficult? ఇట్లా అవుతా నవ్వుతూ ఉండడం కాదు ఆడ. బాయ్స్ ఈజీ ఆర్ డిఫికల్టా? పాసా? ఇది ఎక్కువైపోయింది మీకు బాగా. సో Dhirendra Jain is saying both way it works. So to that candidate I gave on the day, very big class is given. So it depends on how you work. It depends on how he works. I said to him, what to learn, what not to learn. You go through TIOB index, beginning demo sessions, I said, popularity of Python. And I am the Java professional. It's core field is my Java only. Why people can't learn Java these days? Because people's mindset is completely different. Because they cannot afford that type of difficulty in coding. So in structuring the coding, Python looks easy. Java looks very complicated. And that complicated code examples people will tell in Java classes are impossible. Impossible. I'm openly saying to you. Java 25 is available. Now they are unable to teach even Java 5 also. మీరు ఎవరైనా చూసుకుంటే Java student, they will learn like a C language only. Even Python in outside institutions, they are saying Python is like a C language they are teaching. And that student will feel it is like a C language. That's why such a great content I put it in the class. Because my content will go one day or the other day to everybody. So they will change their mindset. So Python easy na sir. They are under the impression that Python is easy. It's very much wrong. Python is any language having its own. Python code looks easy when you work on it. If our style is not at all touching the book, anything is also going to be difficult only. Yeah, right. That's why. So Manoj, so except oops in Python, understanding easy, understanding my experience with you, sir. So, okay. Oops is also for me, oops is dead easy. For me, oops is dead easy. For you, oops is oops. Dhirendra Jain. Join this class Python was Python was difficult for me, but now it is easy for me. So if I was fortunate, definitely I was join in your Java class as well. Okay, Dhirendra. Fine. So Java, if I teach Java now, nobody will understand. Nobody will understand because I will go for Java 25. I will explain. Java 25. I will explain. Java version history, which is going to come in the Java 25, 2025. Java version history. If I go for it, it will come almost in the September of this month, this year. It is going to come. So see that people are unable to teach nowadays. Java 25 September it is going to come. So 25 Java 23 is used in the industry. ఇక్కడ చూడండి Java 25 it is the one. It is called what? Latest version. మనోళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు? ఇక్కడ ఉంటాడు, ఇక్కడ మనోడు ఎక్కడో అంబాసిడర్ కార్ నడుపుతూ ఉంటాడు. ఇక్కడ అంబాసిడర్ కార్ దే ఆర్ డ్రైవింగ్ హియర్. అంబాసిడర్ కార్ తెలుసు కదా, when it is going backside, total pollution, total smoke will come. Not BS6 they will use. BS6 engine, no, all outdated. That is what students should aware of it, the total content first of all. Okay now. So that's why in my class sitting quiet and calm is very dangerous. Students, speak out. Suppose if I don't know something, you speak out the same thing 4 or 5 times, you will get the answer. Right? So coming to the concept. So how we learned all these things? Do you think that is our teachers explained? Impossible. Your teacher, my teacher are same school only. Same basket only they are coming. CP means central processing unit only. Nothing special about it. But later how much hard work you do, that is an important. Correct or not? Yes. Come to the point of it. I'm going to continue. And what is that dictionary you pick? Now I'm converting into dictionary into what? Series. When I converted a dictionary into series, what happened? When I converted dict into series, what happened? Keys becomes what? Index, and values become series data. Here also same thing. Come on now. DF is equal to PD dot data frame. PD dot data frame. What I need to write? Dict object. Dict object. If I write it, what becomes? Keys will become rows, keys will become columns, or error will come. Keys becomes rows or keys becomes columns or error. Quickly. Generally, keys becomes columns. Keys becomes columns, but keys becomes columns, not rows. I said in the beginning, here columns will be given importance, I said. Beginning sentence, columns gives you importance. Rows will give you not that much important. Understand, students? Now coming to the point of it, here in this case, it will give you error. So please follow me. I'll print what df you say. So it is going to give you error. So using all scalar values, you must pass what? Index. అందుకని చెప్పాను. Keys becomes index, keys becomes columns, error. Of course, I should not expect answer from you, but a small moment. Whenever you are converting a plain dictionary into which type? Data frame, you must specify what also? Index you must specify compulsory. So how do I write it? Comma. Index is equal to, now I will write it. Index. Tell me, how many indexes will be coming? 4. Madhu Baba? 4. Index means what? Row. చెప్పాను కదమ్మా. This will become column. What is the column here? Python. Next, C, C++, Java. What is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many indexes? 0th index only. 0 is 1 row only. Suppose if we say what? Index is equal to, అందుకనే చాలా తెలివిగా ఉండాలి క్లాస్లో. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what is happening? Same values 1, 2, 3 will come 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 will come how many times? So this is waste of time or not? So I will write it what? 1 time only. Python ranked number 1, Python 2, C++ 3, and Java is what? 1, 3. Are you following? Of course, I will go for what? 4. Are you okay? So now tell me, now I want to go for, these values are coming now. This is called 1. So what is going to give you? How to find the highest ranked programming language? Find the highest ranked programming language. So how to get it? That is the most important thing now. I will tell you how to find the highest ranked programming language. Highest ranked programming language is nothing but what? Rank number 1 only. So highest ranked programming language number nothing but what? Minimum value among all these things. So if I go to, I will explain all these things in the formula, students. So 0:1, if I write it, you are going to get this entire thing. And I want to get these values also. How to get all those values, I will explain to you one by one in the class. All those kind of thing, we are going to do a lot of dashboard statements in the Pandas level that are very important. When you go for appearing for any Mong and Fong based companies, they will ask you this type of data frame related questions like anything. So how to find out all those things, we are going to look into that. So data of these values, how to retrieve the values, how to do the operations, so many things. So once the query is given for you, once the question is given, you can answer it. Are you following me now? So next I will go to one more kind of thing. Follow me carefully here. What I'm taking, look at. I'm going to take it something like this. What I'm taking, try to follow. Here I'm writing, be careful students. Something like IDs. Here I am writing IDs colon 100 comma 200 comma 300 comma. So I'm taking something like ID is equal to like this. I'm taking. Don't get any tension here. Names. I'm going to take it names. Name. I'm going to take it. This is going to be called as what? Row sum. Next I'm writing Travis. Next I'm taking Hunter. What these are all called? ID, list of IDs, name, list of names, comma. What is this now? Ages. Ages I'm going to take it. Age I'm taking. Here I'm writing 99 years and 78 years and 88 years. And the next is called what that's all. So these are the values I'm having. And finally, this is dictionary. Are you following me now? So what is the value I'm giving it, ma? Here I'm going to take it. Dictobj. This is called what? Complex dictionary. This is a plain dictionary. That's why we mentioned compulsory what? Index. Here I need not to mention the index. Automatically, this is taken as a default indexes. Column names, anyhow ID. Under one ID will come. Under names will come. Under age will come. So try to follow. All the keys are taken as what? Columns, not rows. Did you understand this entire thing? Record 1, record 2, etc. If at all you want to go for any kind of records, I can write it. Tell me now what to do, comma. What to do here, comma. Columns. Columns are rows, index. Yes, index is equal to what I will do. So REC1, REC1, REC2. What is this now? REC3. So like this, I can take it. So I'm getting REC1, REC2, REC3. Are you following me? So how to find the maximum aged person name? How to find the highest aged person? How to find out? DF of age. Of course, I will tell you all these things. DF of age dot what? Max. 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 We got the max. That type of person name I want to get it. That type of person name I want to get it. How to find that person name I will get it. So I will get from that place index I'll get. That index I'll pass to the data. So right now, how to find all those things, you don't worry. So I will leave that and come out of that. All those operations I'll tell you students, nothing to worry about it. Clear? So we can convert what to what. This is converted into what to what. List object. Next is called what object? This is dict object. Next I'm going to enter into what object? Series object I am entering into. Series object. Shall I go to the series object now? Come on, create. Series object. Create data frame object. Data frame. Data frame object. Data frame object. From where? Series object. Come on. Series object. How do you create it? Come on, fast. LST is equal to simple thing. You already know how to create already, you know, 400 and then 500. Now create an object of what? S is equal to PD dot what, you know, series of what? LST. So here you can print it. What data? Series of data. Series of data. You print the value called what here? S, comma, what is this? Type of S. You got the series of data or not? Only indices are there. Columns are not there here. Which type? Series type. Now I will go to convert into which type? Which type? Data frame type. How do I convert it? DF is equal to DF is equal to PD dot data frame of PD dot data frame of yes. Now I will print of what? DF, comma what type of what? DF. Perfect. So you got it. Data frame object. What is the difference between data frame object and this one? Containing indexes. Here also containing indexes. Here column names are not there, but here column name is there. Are you following me? Dead easy. So we got data frame object. We got it. Now it is the time to see create an object of. We created a series object. Next I'll go for what? Creating ND array object. ND array object. Come on, create. Creating ND array object. Simple. Go to the place. Here I'm going to write it. Come on, np dot array of. Here I will take it. Series object got it. So time is over. LST array of. Now this is let it be yes. You want to print it. ND array data. ND array data. ND array data. A comma type of A. ND array. Convert that into ND array students. No. A. Okay, convert into that. Am I getting ND array data or not? Like this. You can also create a series data frame object from series. Over, you can create that from where? CSV file also you can create. CSV file, comma separated file. So comma separated file as a part of your sessions, we used to discuss CSV file. One data you take it. Something like, student you take it. Student. This is a student. SNO, name, marks. This is my what file? CSV file. I want to create this data. So get this address, you get this address, go to the place, and I'll create. Creating, create ND array object, ND array object by using which file? This is a very, very important, students. To read PD dot, there is a function name called what? Read underscore CSV. PD is a module name, alias name. Read underscore CSV is a method in that, function in that module. Like a dot array, np dot array of PD dot read underscore CSV, read underscore JSON, read underscore JSON. Total JSON data will be coming over there. Now I will go for what? Double slashes you write. What is the file name you need to mention it, students? What is the file name now, students? Student.csv. Student.csv. There I am writing. It returns what? Data frame object it returns. DF. So read underscore CSV will return an object of data frame. So I'm writing DF here, comma, type of DF, type of DF. So I'm getting all the values in the form of what object? Data frame object, data frame object. DF of name, DF of name, column name I'm writing, DF of name. You see that I'm getting series. What is the type of that? You want to print of df of name. I'll say print of df of name, type of df of name. So you got it. Which type? Series. Series type you got it. Series type you got it. Are you following? So people will ask you, find the name of the people whose length is ranges between 3 to 2. Whose length is ranges between 3 to 2. What I will get it? What I will get it? df of name. What? Come on. Here, this is the value we are getting, right? So I will write it what? Less than or equal to, less than or equal to 3, less than or equal to 3. Oh, you should not write or and operation. You have to apply bitwise and bitwise or. You cannot write and or of logical operators. You have to use what? Like this. I'm writing there. What is that? Less than or equal to 3 and more than or equal to 1. More than or equal to 1. So 1. So what is an output is coming? So what is happening there? Close this bracket or otherwise you remove this. So try to get it. What happens? df of name. So overall together to be written in ones. So you are going to get it. Sorry. Single ampersand. Single ampersand you need to use it. Single ampersand you need to use it. Not supported str of int. What type they are called? What type they are called? str. str should not be taken. What you need to take? Length. Length of you need to take it. So len of you need to apply. All these things I'll explain, students. Don't worry about it. These things just I'm writing simply like this. len of it. len of it. So this entire thing I will explain in the class. Right now, don't worry about it because I have tried a looping, iteration, and all those things I have to tell. With a row wise how to get it, with a column wise how to get it, all those things I will get it. Okay now. So all those things don't worry. This we understood today. how to create an object of data frame. So we understand in this example how to create an object of data frame. So next class tomorrow, if I come back, I will tell you how to do the operations on data frame. So many number of formulas will be coming. Don't miss the classes. Okay now. So class is 11 o'clock. Time is. We'll stop the session. Tomorrow, don't miss it. Right. Thank you. All the best. Online students, now it is 11 o'clock. So no time for clarifying the doubts. I hope no more doubts are there. I hope so. So don't miss the next class. Very important.